Welcome back. Today I have a special guest, Remo the rabbit. My parents are out of town, so I'm pet sitting my mom's rabbit. He is a Jersey Woolly, and also our dogs Harry and Hagrid. There's going to be a separate video about them, so you'll get to meet them as well. Since I have Remo with me, I thought I would talk a little bit about bunnies and show you just how to do their cage and everything. How my mom has this cage set up isn't necessarily like the right or wrong way to do it, it's just a way to do it. It is kind of higher maintenance, it does require cleaning every day, but it actually is the most cost effective for us, so that's what she does. Remo, who's a little squirrely, but he loves to cuddle, as I said, is a Jersey Woolly. My mom got him several months ago now. He's about a year old from a pet store, and if he hadn't been bought, he would have been made into eagle food, which, circle of life, that's okay, but we love Remo. We don't want him to be eaten by eagles. They can't get too hot, so you have to be careful, especially in the summer. I'd say like 75 degrees, maybe 80 is safe for them, but especially since he has such thick fur, it's not a good idea for them to get too hot because they can get heat stroke. When handling a rabbit, you want to make sure you have their back legs supported. As long as you do that, they're going to feel pretty dang safe. But it's more fun if you just snuggle them all the way up to you. Let's get into cleaning Remo's cage and learning about all that. This is Remo's cage. It's made by Living World. It's pretty standard. We'll get into the specifics once we start cleaning. But as long as you're getting your bunny out and giving them regular exercise, this is plenty big. If not, you can make and buy really big hutches, but Remo gets lots of exercise. We love him and we love playing with him. Let's start cleaning. The cage has a nice big open up top. As you can see, it's really gross, and this is just after one day of Remo. There is a kind of ramp you can put out, but he likes to just jump up. And then we have his food bowl and some treats and water. Alright, so Remo's food dish has some old veggies in it that I don't think he wants anymore, so I'm just going to go ahead and dump all this food. And what's really neat about this setup is the bowl has a little place to go on, so you can put it there so you can't like flip the bowl over or anything. It just sits on there, which I think is pretty neat. But right now we're going to get all of his toys and his bowl out of here so we can clean. This is the only kind of gross part, and that is getting all of the soiled newspaper out of here. You can use like different beddings and stuff you'll find for sale at the pet store, but this is just what's easier for us and the most affordable, but it is why we have to clean his cage daily instead of just spot cleaning and changing litter once a week. Once we have that out of the way, I use this little dustpan scooper thing to scoop up the rest of the poop and any like shredded bits that he chewed on. We use all these super useful newspaper ads and stuff that we get to line his cage. So we just kind of lay it out and usually do 2 or 3 layers deep just so the pee doesn't immediately soak through. And it's actually kind of fun to do. It's like a little puzzle, like deciding how things are going to fit together. Next we can put his toys back in. He always moves them up here, but I put them down there anyway, so he has something to do. And we have his food bowl. It goes there, and his food. I'm not sure what kind my mom's buying him, but you really want to make sure that it's mostly just pellets and doesn't have a bunch of extra stuff in it, because they'll end up just picking the other stuff out and not eating the pellets that are the most nutritious part. The same goes for pretty much any other small mammal pet, hamsters, chinchillas, that kind of thing. Remo also likes this crinkly brown paper. I don't know what it is or where it comes from, but he likes it and he likes to play with it. So we just kind of put it in there for him to tear up. And then one of the most important things is making sure he has hay, specifically Timothy hay. So I like to give him a good little handful or so, and I put that right on top of his food. I need to get my mom a little tray to put it in, but for now that's okay. We give Remo a different vegetable every day to snack on. Today is a carrot, which I know is very stereotypical, but he really likes them. He goes through about one a day when we give them to him. He also kind of likes spinach, did not like broccoli, did not like potatoes, but we just kind of give him whatever. But before he gets it, I want some.
We took Remo outside so you could have some playtime. It's not too hot, so he's fine. He has a little harness and leash, but you can't see it because it's black and he is black. It's really cute.
Rabbits are a long-term pet. They're not like hamsters that die after, 3 years or something. So you have to be prepared to take care of them and have a long-term little bunny buddy. Other than that, the only real care things you have to consider are if they're long-haired like this, you need to brush them so they don't get matted, and be sure you get any little poops that get stuck in their fur out. And then for any rabbit, you have to trim their nails, which you can't probably see his because his are black and he's all black. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow me on social media, I have Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, and all of those will be posted down below, my little usernames. Feel free to comment on my video, any questions or general comments, whatever you want. I'll reply to them. Please subscribe and like the video if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Say bye, everyone. Bye!